What's up guys, it's Babs and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about Ultra Music Festival and I'm going to share with you 10 tips I wish I knew before I attended my first Ultra. Plus, I have a few bonus tips if you stick around to the end. So let's dive into it. Number one, guys, check the prohibited items list. You can check the full list online, but just know that some backpacks and other items that are usually allowed at most festivals are prohibited at Ultra. For example, totems are not allowed, but flags are. And as you guys know, totems are usually at most festivals we go to. But just do yourself a favor, check the list beforehand so you don't get anything taken in the security line. I'll even add the link in the description of the video, so feel free to check that out. Rule number two, guys, be ready for the heat at Ultra Music Festival. The heat is absolutely no joke in South Florida. Like in Florida in general, the heat is bad, but South Florida, it is exhausting. Then you add dancing, you add having fun, and it can be a recipe for disaster if you're not prepared for that heat. So hydrate, bring a Camelback, drink liquid IV or any other personal hydration drinks that you guys like. Also believe that they sell Powerade at some of the vendor stands, so that's another great way for you to hydrate throughout the day, especially if you're feeling thirsty. Number three, guys, do not rely on Uber and Lyft pickups. The music festival is already in downtown Miami, which is crowded enough. And the amount of people there and the surge prices after the festival can be absolutely insane. So just be prepared to walk a little bit. If you can, take the metro out to one of the farther stations and call your Uber that way. It all just kind of depends on where you're staying, how you want to go about it. If you're staying in Miami Beach, guys, I honestly don't have much advice for how to go about getting out to Miami Beach. But again, if you're staying out somewhere else in Miami, take the metro and then call the Uber. Best way to do it. Rule number four, guys, be ready for the people at Ultra Music Festival. Ultra has a unique mix of people from all over the country, all over the world, spring breakers. They're all there to enjoy the music festival. So just be polite, be respectful, and have fun with everyone that you meet at the music festival. Tip number five, guys, kind of piggybacks off the previous rule, but it's just beware pickpocketers, guys. For the most part, people are awesome at the festival and super nice, especially if you're nice to them. But of course, there's always a few bad apples in every crowd, especially down in Miami, unfortunately. So just be safe and be aware. Wear a fanny pack if you can, or get a lockable Camelback like a lunchbox, because I highly recommend those. Just all around good idea. Tip number six, guys, is explore the music festival grounds. Ultra is one of the most world-renowned music festivals, but there's a lot of unique things that make Ultra exciting. So go check out as much as you can in between the different sets that you want to see. Do your best to not camp out at main stage, as fun as that may be. Go check some of the other stages because they're very uniquely designed and you don't want to miss them. If you can, go check them out. I'm personally not a big techno person, but one of the things I did love was the Resistance stage. It really just blew me away how they did the design of that stage and the production with the different lights. So just do yourself a favor and go check them all out. Tip number seven, guys, is that cell phone service can be horrible. There are so many people at the festival in such a small space in downtown Miami, so it can be very spotty in most locations at the festival. So just plan meetup spots with your group, plan meetup times with your friends. It's the best way that you guys can meet up and have a great time all together. Also, if you're planning on taking Ubers, like I mentioned earlier, you might want to schedule them ahead of time just because, again, so many people are leaving the festival grounds that it's harder to get them. Tip number 8 for you guys, get to the festival early. I've had friends that have waited an insane amount of time, from 1 hour to 2 hours in line. It can just get insane how long the lines can get going in, especially if you try to enter midday. I was super lucky when I went that I got there early. I got there to see all my sets. I didn't have to wait. It was perfect. So I highly recommend that you go there early. Tip number 9, guys, don't forget your earplugs. I know you probably hear this about all the festivals, but I really want to recommend that you bring earplugs. You're going to thank yourself later in life when you can hear your grandkids and you're not asking them, what? I can't hear you 1,000 times because of the bass. So I don't mean to be a rave dad too much here, but wear earplugs. I recommend getting the Eargasm earplugs. You can use code BabsLyfe if you want to get those, but again, just get any type of protection. It's really beneficial to you. Tip number 10, guys, just like preparing for the heat, you need to prepare for the sun, okay? Make sure you bring sunscreen because the sun is always beating down on you at Ultra unless you find like shade under a tree or shade under the Ultra Worldwide stage. But again, I did this on day 2. The year I went, I didn't wear sunscreen and I got absolutely fried day 2, and day 3 was not fun with sunburnt arms. So get sunscreen. Now, before you guys leave, I've got 2 bonus tips for you. So let's dive into these 2 bonus tips. Starting off with bonus tip number 1, guys, which is to download the Ultra Miami app. Turn notifications on because the app can send you notifications throughout the day. This is super helpful with planning your set times. That way you don't lose track of time or you're having too much fun and you miss your set while you're exploring or having fun. They also send out notifications about these surprise sets that may happen at Ultra, so you don't want to miss those, especially because of this year or any year. They usually have amazing surprise guests. For instance, the year I went, they had a Good Vibrations pop-up set, and they had a few other of the bigger house artists do some surprise sets. It was really awesome. You don't want to miss that. One last bonus and our final tip of the video is to not sleep on Miami Music Week. Miami Music Week runs concurrent with Ultra Music Festival, and there are so many parties that are worthwhile for you to go to while you're down there in Miami, as well as they have a ton of different after parties that are awesome to attend to after Ultra Music Festival. So if you want to have a lot of fun, not just at Ultra, go to Miami Music Week and have a great time there. Do not sleep on it. Well, guys, that's the 10 first-timer tips for Ultra Miami Music Festival and the 2 bonus tips as well. I hope that they helped you and you enjoy Ultra Music Festival for all that it is. Please go like, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on all socials at BabsLyfe, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.